Hello guys and gals, and welcome to Farming Simulator 19 tutorial on AutoDrive. I'm Buddy 1927, and today I'm going to go over the basics of AutoDrive. So let's hop into this vehicle here and we'll start. Okay, when you first load the game up and it's the first time you are actually using AutoDrive, you can see speedometer on the right hand side is the AutoDrive menu. But how do you get to it? You press the wheel on your mouse button once, and it comes on and brings up this arrow. Now you can't move, and now you got your little arrow. What I like to do is just bring this up over to here. That way I can see it a little bit better than off to my right. I'm blind in my right eye, so I have to turn my head every time to take a look at it. This is the base. Now the first thing you want to do is click the setting button. So click that, and this brings up 4 different menus. This is the settings for AutoDrive. You can look ahead and how many meters you want to look ahead. It goes from 2 to 8, so we'll keep it at 8. Fastest route, turn that to yes. Maximum detour, let's go 100 meters. If empty, wait. That means if the silo is empty, you can drive on or wait, depending on what you want to do. Auto connect, start. What that means is you get yes or no on that. What that means is that when you first start off and there's another waypoint close to the line where you're starting another line, it'll automatically connect. So right now I want that off, so that'd be no. And auto connect end, it'll automatically connect the connection. I want to keep that off too. Your GU scale, we'll keep that at default for the HUD. Display help, yes. Drivers wages, you can go from 0 to 1,000%. Let's just keep it at 50%. Show next path, yes. Now here is line height. You can either have it on the ground or above the tractor. So for right now, we're going to keep it above the tractor since we're doing a tutorial. I prefer down below on the ground, but above you can see it a little bit more. So during this tutorial, I will try to keep it above. Collision detection, I always click yes on that. Use folders, yes. Maximum trigger distance, default's 25. You can go from 10 meters to 200 meters. I keep it at 25. And what that is, the triggers, target areas on the map, like shop, farm, silo dump, silo fill, stuff like that. Those things. And also triggers, like if you go to silo fill, when it's approaching, when the trailer is close enough for it to start filling, it will open the thing. If you have a top on, it'll open the top and then start filling. Once it gets to above you fill your silo. Or the opposite, when you come to the trigger point for your dump on your silo, when you want to empty your silo or whatever, you go in another place to empty trailer, it will automatically get out where the closest point is and dump your trailer, then continue on whatever your waypoints are set. You can have the beacon lights on or off. Let's keep them on. I don't have any beacons on my vehicle. Show tool tips, yes. Show markers, yes. Switch to markers, no. We want to keep that as default. Most of these are yes and no, except for a couple where you can do some other things. Add settings to HUD. I'm going to click yes on that one. I'm going to see what that is. I never did that. So logo is either AutoDrive or Hansi Field. I don't speak German, so let's keep it on AutoDrive. And use to edited mode. No, we can keep that there. Since I changed some of this, you gotta hit apply, and then we'll bring up the settings again. Every time you change something, you gotta hit apply. So for each menu here, this is the vehicle AutoDrive. Corner speed, let's turn this down to 80. Pipe out 0.75 meters, that's average. You can adjust that. Distance to combine 1.75 meters. You can adjust that. Auto load level 85. Unload fill level. It'll go up to 80. When you reach 80, this is basically for your harvester. When your harvester reaches 85% fill, it will call for the driver to unload harvester. Field exit, we'll just keep that as default, but you got behind start, closest point, or default. We're just going to keep that as default. If you want to, you can change it to whatever one you want. I just keep mine on default. Pathfinder, you can go from 1 times the distance to 3 times the distance, or 0.25 the distance. I'm just going to keep that at 3 times. Restrict pathfinding to field, we're going to keep this as no. Restrict unload to field, no. Because if we restrict that means the tractor with the trailer to unload your harvester won't be able to do it, and it'll cause a lot of problems. Just keep it as no. Avoid fruit, yes. Park in field, yes. And what park in field means is as you unload your harvester and your trailer is not full, it will back up and clear the harvester, then stop. And then when the harvester gets filled again, it will call for that tractor to unload again, and it will keep on going until your trailer is full or whatever percent trailer is, and it will go to it point to unload. So we want to keep that on as yes. Multi-targets, no. Shovel width, we're going to keep that as 0 meters, but you can go 0 to 2 meters. We're going to keep this as 0 meters. This is shovel height. You can go from, although you can adjust it, it goes in increments of 2. That's down and that's up. Automatic refueling, it will automatically refuel your vehicle when it is low, so we'll keep that as yes. I changed a couple things. I'm going to go ahead and hit apply, then we'll bring up the next menu. Okay, this is your combine unload settings. Find driver, you want that to yes. Pre-fill call, I keep mine at 85%. Call to unload, yes. Changed all three. We're going to click apply, and then we'll go back to settings, and then we'll go to this one. External features settings, wide HUD, I like mine, and I'll go ahead and keep smoother driving, yes. Red line position, yes. I want that too. I'll explain that in a second. So we'll go back, and that is set. Let's move this up to here. Okay guys, first let's go over the controls over here. To bring the HUD up or close the HUD, you just press left alt and the number 0 on your keypad, and that closes it and opens it back up. If you're driving, you hit and you want it to stop automatically, instead of pressing this button, you press Control Alt and the arrow up key, and that deactivates it. If you want to go into open the GU of it, you just go left control, left alt, and the 0 key, and it brings up your screen here. Now this menu, you did the changes that I did when we were going over the setting. You have a lot of more controls over here on the bottom row here, and this is your stop and start. Whatever, if you go from, we're at the shop now, so if I was going from the shop to the farm and I have path already set up, I'll start and stop there. This changes your loading and unloading. Since I got this trailer attached to it, I can unload. So this is your silo load. You can tell by the pipe down up above there, this is going to fill from the silo, and you can go to whatever, if you have a restaurant, whatever waypoints you have. Like if I go from silo 1, since I'm going to have 4 silos on this map, I can go from fill silo 2 to dump at silo 1, and you can choose the one to fill from, and it'll keep on doing it. And this button here, actually, if you pick this and you want to do many routes, you can just click on it. Right mouse button subtracts the number of times up to 9, and then it'll automatically go back to default. I just want to go somewhere, I can just go to default and hit escape. I don't have anything set. This is your harvester. You set like this to fill, we're close to 36, so I set it to fill 36, and it will empty, and you place where you want to empty it, which would be silo. This is a waypoint and so on. There's your regular op. Pick up and deliver. This is just deliver. This is load. This is unloading combine. Okay, this is unloading combine. So you set field 36, silo 4, which is farm 4, and you can see the little combine in there, and this is default. So if you want to go from point A to point B, this here is, for some reason you stopped it, say you got tangled up or something, this is your continue key. So you just press that, it'll continue on its way. This is parked vehicle, and it says, no, I have yet figured out what this does. Again, this is your figure 8 when you're loading and unloading section. This is your speedometer. Vehicle speed down, you can take a look down here, it's 86 miles an hour, so it's default to 86. You can change it by hitting the the right mouse button, and it changes the speed of this vehicle. So what I want to do is set this as default as 55 miles an hour. So that is the fastest it will travel. Right above it, right here, this is the drive, so the waypoints I'm going to set. So I'm going to set this at 55 also. So we just keep clicking it until we get to the desired speed that we want to go to, and I'm going to set the road at 55. Now for your other vehicles, it has a default speed, like the John Deere 8R 8400, it has a speed limit of 32 miles an hour, so it cannot go past 32 miles an hour. It will go the fastest whatever the speed limit that you set. This button here is your activation of your recording, which is up here. This is your collision detector, because I clicked that on, so I want to make sure it's on, or you can turn it off. This is multiple target. I want that off right now. This is field exit. We're not worrying about that right now. That's when you're doing the harvester. Restriction pathway to field, and this is avoid fruit. Again, the speed limit, the setting, and this is your course play button. Since we use course play, say you got your field set up and you already set up the course play on the field for your tractor, say for your plow, okay, and you already have your field marked on autoplay. What you can do is record in conjunction with your waypoint for 32 is record, and this will record from field waypoint to first waypoint on the field on the course play. This is your record button. This records your path that you are recording. I call it a network. It's basically what you're doing is creating a network of road of connections for this vehicle to drive on, similar to a railroad where it's set up on a network of train tracks. Same thing. It's just you're setting up a train track. If you left click on it, it would be red. If you right click on it, it will be purple. The purple is actually a two-way road. The red is actually a one-way direction. This is your save button, and I'll go a little bit more in detail on that. This is your save button, so you can save your work, process, and all that. This is a target point where you can set a target. So if I was setting up shop to field, shop would be one target, and field 36 would be second one, or farm, since I have 4 farms, would be farm 1 or farm 2, and so on. This deletes one waypoint, so if you messed up or something, you can delete one waypoint as you go. This will edit your target point. This will delete your target point. So that's the basic menus, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how to set up a simple path, both using one way and also two way. So what we're going to do is start recording, and I'm going to do a one-way recording, and we're going to call this, let's set a target, and we'll call this point 1, and you have to hit the enter button. Do not click on create. I find, because sometimes it doesn't create it, I find if you hit the enter button on your keypad, not your number pad, but your keypad, it will work, and it just does that. Then we can go ahead and start the vehicle, because I turned off the vehicle, and we start driving. And since it's above, you can see the path being created. I hit the wrong button. What is going on here? Oh yeah, let me stop recording. Okay. And you can see that red arrow. This is why I like it on the ground. Let's go ahead and continue the recording. I'll show you how to fix that here in a second. And we'll continue this recording. Let's go straight. Oh, let's back up. And click your wheel on your mouse cursor up and stop recording. And we're going to record point 2. And that's set. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go over here. And we are going to fix this problem right here. And what we need to do, you hit the left control button and it brings up this. And I want to connect it from here to here. So what you do is you click on there and then click on there and it connects the point. Now if you want to delete the point, click on there and click on there. That changes it to whatever way you want to go. So we got that going. Nope. We need to change that. Let me bring that up. I'll show you the mistake I made. This is an arrow, okay? So you got your arrow there, and then you got this going here, so it's going to conflict right there when you try to drive the course. So again, control. No, I did not tell you that. Alright, we're going to have another one. So again, control, left control, there, and we're going to click here to create another way. This is why I like it on the ground, not up top. Another waypoint, and then we're going to go from here to there. Now you can, so we got that waypoint and that waypoint. So we're going to connect those 2 waypoints. So left control and there. That's how you can set up your waypoint. Connect a broken waypoint and that. So since we have 2 waypoints set, what we're going to do is we're going to turn around here. We got waypoint. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. You need to save, so we're just going to go save this as test 1 and then save, and it comes down here. That's a folder. And back. Now we can go to point 1 and it'll automatically drive to point 1. Okay, or we can switch it to point 2 and we'll find the closest waypoint and we'll go ahead and start driving it. I'm not driving it right now, so it's going as fast as it's, because there's changes and stuff like that. And as you see, as it comes out of the turn, it speeds up. And it's slowing down again as it makes the turn. Okay, now we have a problem. I'm here, point 1, and you see driver off-road vehicle, which is the name of the vehicle, cannot reach point. That's because it's a one-way system. So what I'm going to do is drive over to, I'm going to drive here, and I'm going to use my right mouse button and click on record. Now I'm going to turn around. And you can, actually it's purple up top there, but it's blue down below. This is a two-way road. That means you can travel from point. Okay, I'm gonna make a waypoint point 4, and I'll set that to point 3. But I'm still recording. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to connect this to point 1. Okay. Stop recording. I'm going to hit my control, left control. I'm going to hit my left control. No. It's adding points. I don't want you to add points. I want. Okay. We'll hit this one and connect it to this one. And as you can see, it automatically is going straight. So let's go set up point 3. Forget about those. I'll show you how to clear those out here in a second. I'm used to having it all up top here. Okay, see where the red line is pointing? That's where I'm going to set my my target area, and this is point 3, and hit enter. And then what we're going to do is we're going to back this up so we can see both waypoints. Hit left control again, and we're going to go from here to here. Oh, I said to here. So we go from here to here, and now it's a two-way. those are those points that are not connected, so let's not worry about that for right now. We're going to sit here. We're going to connect waypoint. We're going to see which way waypoint 1 is going to go. So click on there. It will pick the closest market, and it's cleared it. Yes, it did. Okay, it cleared it. Now we're going to point 1. And we're heading the opposite way. And you can see it's making that loop. It's turning slowly, and it's actually heading to the point that you want. And you see it's slowing down, and it has reached point 1. Once you see that red line, once that red line touches it, it went from there to there. It stopped the vehicle because it's at point 1. Now back up, and I'm going to get in the middle of this, and we're going to select waypoint 3 and select, and you can see we're on this track because it's the fastest route, and that's what we got clicked, and we're going to waypoint 3. The opposite direction that we came to go to waypoint 1. So this is what the two-way means. You can go either way. So you got one-way roads and you got two-way roads. I suggest only use, if you're going to be setting up your network and you got regular roads, I would suggest setting up the network with the one-way on one side of the road and the other way going on the opposite drive. So in America, we use the right-hand lane. In England, you would use the left-hand lane. So set it up to wherever your country is. I would set mine up to American. Okay, and now we're going to go to waypoint 4. And it tells you when the driver reaches its destination. Should have went to waypoint. I don't know what it's doing now. It could be. Oh, I see what it's. Oh, I hit the wrong waypoint. Stop. I want a waypoint 2. Sorry. Like, where are you going? But you see, it was heading towards waypoint 4, turning around and all that. We'll stop right here. We'll go to waypoint 2, buddy. Not waypoint 4. Waypoint 2. We've already done waypoint 2, and you can see it's found the closest route, and then it just continues on. I slowed down at point 3 and slowing down because waypoint 2 is right there. Now, since I'm in this direction though, and we got a one-way road, now let's go to waypoint 1 and see what happens. See, it's not going down that lane. What it's doing is finding the closest waypoint, and I barely missed the building again. But it finds the closest waypoint and it's going back to waypoint 1. I hope that's the basics. In the next episode, I'm going to go into more details. I'm going to call it setting up the network, and we'll explain what a network is. So, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and bell. That way you know when the latest videos I do come along and when the next episode of AutoDrive tutorial comes along, and also when I go live. Also, do me a favor, hit that like button. Every like I get gets my videos seen a little bit more, which helps grow my channel. And as always, have fun playing your games, be safe out there in the world, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.